This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good morning, my Real News Media TV family. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning, and I'm wishing for everyone a great day. And in the news this morning for January 12, 2023, C-Talk names a wanted man. Detectives assigned to the Firearms Trafficking Task Force of the Counterterrorism and Organized Crime Investigations Branch have named Roderick Davis as wanted. Davis was charged with illegal importation of ammunition, however he absconded bail. The police say he frequents the Meadowbrook and the Seaview Gardens areas in St. Andrew and the McCook's Pen in St. Catherine. Anyone knowing the whereabouts of Roderick Davis is asked to call the C-Talk at 876-967-1389, Crime Stop at the 311-119 police emergency number, or the nearest police station. Decomposed body of woman found in Portmore. The decomposed body of a woman has been found in bushes along Dyke Road in Portmore, St. Catherine. The discovery was made shortly before 7 p.m. The roadway was cordoned off by the police as investigators processed the scene. Man held in cocaine bust seeks bail on humanitarian grounds. The 57-year-old captain, who was last month arrested in a $1 billion cocaine bust on a vessel off the coast of St. Thomas, is seeking bail on humanitarian grounds. The accused Delroy Bremer of Florence Hall in Trelawney was charged along with two fishermen, Omar Nugent of White River in St. Anne and Jomia White of Stewarttown, St. Mary. The trio are facing charges of conspiracy, dealing in possession, importation, and the transportation of cocaine. Attorneys at law Clive Mullins and Andrew Graham on Wednesday applied for bail on Bremer's behalf, noting that he has several medical conditions. The application, which was made in the St. Thomas Parish Court in Morant Bay before Parish Judge Sanchia Borrell, was however adjourned for continuation in the Yallis Court on January 20. Bremer and his co-accused were remanded. No bail application was made for the two fishermen on Wednesday. However, their lawyer, Keith Bishop, signaled that he intends to apply for bail on the next occasion. According to reports, the men were arrested on December 26, 2022, when the Jamaica Defensive Force Coast Guard intercepted the vessel and seized several knitted bags of white powdery substance resembling cocaine. The substance reportedly weighed 521 kilograms and had an estimated street value of $1.3 billion. It is believed that the cocaine was destined for Colombia. Thieves remove solar lighting from landmark Negril sign. Hoteliers, visitors, and the locals in Negril, Westmoreland have expressed a shock over the theft of 3 solar lights that were installed to brighten the surroundings at a controversial $12 million sign installed in Negril 4 months ago. The lights, which are reportedly valued at more than $100,000 each, were stolen on the weekend. Joseph Smith, general manager at the Tensing Pen Hotel in West End, said the situation is upsetting. The Negril sign has taken on a life of its own, he said, adding that he was impressed as he watched the professionals construct the landmark last year. I was really impressed. My criticism has always been that a little more should be spent on lighting. However, these solar lights that were there, they were decently effective, and so now to hear that someone has the audacity to steal those lights, and it is really disappointing. Smith called on the police to investigate what he believes might be becoming a trend, as a number of streetlights installed by the Westmoreland Municipal Corporation in the same area were also stolen shortly after being installed. Richard Wallace, general manager of Broadwalk Village Hotel, also expressed disappointment that while efforts are being made to strengthen the tourism product, vandals are hindering the progress. I was told that it was somebody who used a bucket truck to steal the lights. That means it's not somebody who is hungry or somebody who needs to do this, because if you can have access to a bucket truck to do this, that means that you are not hungry. And that makes it worse. That means that you are definitely trying to destroy something good, Wallace said. He noted that the sign promotes Negril and Jamaica in general, noting that the project was funded by taxpayers. On Wednesday, a newlywed couple also voiced a concern as they stopped by the area for photos. Mrs. Stewart said that while the moment for them was a very happy one, having heard of the vandalism, their spirits were dampened somewhat. The sign was unveiled in September 2022 by Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett, triggering debate over the $12 million cost of the project. It has since become a landmark and continues to be used daily for photo and video shoots. Infant abducted in Spanish Town found. The police have confirmed that the infant who was abducted from Horizon Park in Spanish Town, St. Catherine on Tuesday has been found. The 4-month-old was discovered in the community of Cambridge in St. James on Wednesday afternoon. The baby, Rasheen Malik Hall, is now undergoing medical examination. A suspect is in custody. The infant was abducted sometime after 5 p.m. on Tuesday. The child's mother, who spoke with the news on Wednesday afternoon, alleged that the baby has been abducted by a woman she befriended through social media. Jackson suggests automatic discount on sentences for time served. Opposition member of the Joint Select Committee considering the Bail Act, Fitz Jackson, wants an automatic discount on sentences for time served. Currently, it is up to the discretion of the judge during sentencing to take into account time already spent behind the bars prior to the trial. But Mr. Jackson wants to remove the discretionary power of the judge. He believes, for instance, that if a person is charged with an offense and spent 2 years in jail, either because they were denied bail or were unable to take up bail, if this individual is convicted, the 2 years should automatically be discounted from their sentence.
If John Brown was charged and incarcerated and spent 2 years in jail, either denied bail or unable to take up bail, but the fact is, his freedom was taken away for 2 years before a conviction because he's presumed innocent until proven guilty. It goes to court, and in fact the court found him guilty and say, for this offense, you'll be punished by 3 years imprisonment. I believe it would be only justice would only prevail if that punishment of 3 years deems plausible, justified by the court, and he already spent 2 years in jail, that it should be an automatic discount.
But in responding to Mr. Jackson's suggestion, Minister of Legal and Constitutional Affairs and the chair of the Joint Select Committee, Marlene Malhoufort, argued that the discount cannot be automatic. She said the deprivation of liberty is not the same as conviction. In fact, she suggested the Constitution permits the deprivation of liberty in circumstances other than where you are convicted and sentenced to imprisonment.
Our own Constitution permits the deprivation of liberty in circumstances other than where you are convicted and sentenced to imprisonment. There are questions which arise about how is a person treated while in custody, what are they entitled to, and how long they should spend in custody, depending on the reason for the deprivation of liberty. So it's not an easy consideration. People talk about the presumption of innocence, and I think sometimes it appears that some are of the view that the presumption of innocence means that the person did not do the act that they were accused of. It simply means that you cannot convict the person without going through a process.
Lawyers to make a bail application for Pathways murder accused. The legal team representing Andre Ruddock, who is accused of killing Tanika Gardner at the Pathways International Kingdom Restoration Ministries in Montego Bay, St. James in 2021, is to make a bail application on April 24. When the matter was called up in the Home Circuit Court yesterday, Ruddock's attorney Anthony Williams informed the court that he intends to make the application. Ruddock is also represented by Venice Brown. A plea and a case management hearing is scheduled for April 24. Ms. Gardner was reportedly killed on October 17 during an alleged sacrificial ritual. The woman and a man identified as Michael Brown were found dead on the compound of Pathways International Ministries. Her throat had been slashed. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.